Shalom to you and welcome. In this video, we're going to look at surface areas of prisms. Some of the places we see prisms in real life, like cube, like in cheese, in pies, in cakes. Okay. So there are different kinds of prisms depending on the shape of their base. We're going to look at all. Okay, some of them. Calculate the surface area of prisms. That's the goal. So polyhedron is any solid, any three-dimensional shape with many faces, multiple faces. So the shape has to be polygon. The faces has to be a polygon. Now we have the lateral edge is going to be the edge that connects the two bases of prisms from top to bottom. That's the lateral edge. And this is going to be the lateral face, The bases are always two. There are always two bases for prisms. Those two bases are identical and parallel to each other. So the prisms are named from their bases, the shape of their bases. This is going to be a triangular prism. So we don't look at the one that is lying on the floor. If you look here, the rectangle is lying on the floor. Don't think it's a rectangular prism. No. But there are three rectangles here. But there are two triangles here. So it's not a triangular prism. This is a square prism or rectangular prism. This would be a pentagonal prism because the basis is a pentagon. So to find the lateral area, just find the area of each of the lateral faces and then add them up together. To find the total surface area, then you add the total area of the bases and the total area of the lateral faces. So let's do a problem. Here, identify this polygon or solid. We see the shape, the sides of the top are the same. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a hexagonal prism. So if it's a hexagonal prism, it has 6 sides and it is a regular hexagonal prism. So we have already learned how to find the area of a regular polygon. So which is, that will be the base area for this prism. So it's going to be 1/2 of the perimeter times the apodem. That's the area of one of these, because we can break this down into different triangles and then find one of the triangles and then multiply by how many triangles there are. But also, we're going to multiply this by 2 because there are two faces, two bases, the top and the bottom. So that way we find the area of both. Okay, so the base area here is going to be, so we need to find the perimeter first. So perimeter is going to be one side times how many sides there are. So the one side is 11 times 6. So there will be 66. So we come here and substitute times the perimeter, which is 66, times the apodem. We remember that apodem is drawn from the center of the polygon to the side and is perpendicular to the side. So that's how we know 9.5 is the apodem. So we have 9.5 and then times 2. So if we look here, simplify 1/2 times 2 is going to give us 1 because they are reciprocals. So we end up having 66 times 6.5, which will give 627. Okay, so 627 is the base area and is meters square. Now we're going to find the lateral area. So the lateral area is going to be all these rectangles. You find the area of each one of them and multiply and then add them all up. But if we notice, because the hexagon is regular, all these rectangles and then the height is the same, so they're going to be identical rectangles. So we have 6 of them. So we're going to do base times height and then times the number they are, because they are the same. If they are different, we have to find them all different. So the base is going to be 11. Okay, the base is going to be 11. God, this is 11, 11, 11. And then the height is 6, 6, 6. And then times the number they are, which is 6. So we multiply them all. Okay, 66 times 6, and that will be 396. Now the total area is going to be the base area plus the total lateral area, which is going to be 627 plus 396, which is going to be 1023 meter square. That's the final total area of, or surface area of this prism, all the faces put together. Okay, next. Okay, what do you see? I see all rectangles, rectangle, rectangle, rectangle at the bottom, but see a trapezoid. So this is going to be a trapezoidal prism. So we have to find the area of the base. It's a trapezoidal prism. So the base are going to be the two trapezoids. So there's one in front here, there's one at the back. Okay, I can trace that with green. We see trapezoid here. Then we see another one behind there. Okay, so we're going to, the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2. Put that in parentheses, please. Times the height. Again, because there are two, we are going to multiply by 2. So it's going to be 1/2 times, now the base 1 base is going to be, this is 8 also. It's going to be the ones that are parallel. So 5 and 8. So it's going to be 5 plus 8. And then times the height. Now the height is not 4. The height is, it has to be perpendicular to the base, remember? So it has to be perpendicular to the two bases. So it's going to be 3.7. 3.7 and then times 2. So make sure you follow the order of operation. Add those two first. And that will give us 13 times 3.7 times 2. And so base area. So again, 1/2 and 2 is going to cancel out and become 1. So 13 times 3.7 is going to be 48.1. So that's the base area. And then we do the lateral area. Again, but this time is not regular. So each of the rectangle is different. So we're going to find them differently, but they're all going to be base times height. So let's do maybe the bottom. So the bottom rectangle is going to be, this is 6, that's going to be 6, that's going to be 6. So the bottom rectangle is going to be 5 times 6, which is 30. And the top is going to be 8 by 6. 8 by 6 is going to be 48. And then the side, the two sides is 6 by 4, and the back is going to be 6 by 4 also, because this side is going to be 4 also. So we're going to have two of them, the two sides. So we're going to do 6 by 4 by 2. 6 by 4 and then times 2, because there are two of them. So save that time. 6 times 4. So we have 6 times 4 times 2. We get 48 also. So we're going to add them all up together. And then we get 126. So the total lateral area is 126. Now, total surface area is going to be the base area plus the total lateral area. Yeah, our total base area is 48.1 plus 126. That's gonna give us 174.1, and is meters squared. Okay. I hope you're getting this. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, what type of solid is this? Let's see all the rectangles. Which part is not a rectangle? triangle. We have triangles, and there are two of them, one on top, one at the bottom. So this is a triangular prism. So the base area is going to be area of a triangle, which is 1/2 times base times height. Again, because there are two of them, we are going to multiply by 2. So we can find the area of both the two bases at the same time. Okay, so then, but watch it though, they didn't tell us that there is a perpendicular sign here, so the base and the height is not there, but they show us that the base and the height is 3 and 9 for that triangle. So that's what we're going to use. So the base is 9, the height is 3, multiplied by 2. And again, 1/2 and 2 is going to be 1, so that makes it easier for us. We just multiply 9 times 3 and we get 27. So it's going to be 27 yard square for the base area. Okay, we go on to the lateral area. Okay, and then lateral area, there are 3 lateral faces, so, and each one of them is different, so we're going to find them, but again, each one of them is going to be base times height. Okay, let's do the, let's call it front. We do the front, which is this one. So we do front face, which is going to be 10 by 9, which is 90. And then we do, let's call it side. I'll do a different color just to, okay, let's call this right side. Okay, let's call it right side. And it's going to be 10 by 7, which is 70. And then the other one is this one here. Okay, and let's call it left side. It's left side, which is going to be 4 by, this is going to be 10 also because the opposite side has to be the same. So which is 40. And it has 3 lateral faces, so we add them all up together. So 90 plus that, that's going to be 200. I think. Okay. And now we find the total. Okay, the total area is going to be the base area plus the lateral area, which is going to be 27 plus 200. So 227 is yard square. That's the total area, surface area for that. All right, let's do one more. So this rectangular prism. So the base are rectangles. So we have the base area is going to be length times width. Again, there are 2 of them, so we multiply by 2. So it's length and width and the height. Length. So it's going to be 11 by 8 by 2. And that's going to be 176. And then the lateral area is going to be the width times height, again times 2, plus the length times height times 2. So it's going to be this side here. Okay, so it's going to be 8 by 5 by 2 plus 11 by 5 by 2. That is going to be just 80 plus 110. The total lateral area then is going to be 190. And then the total area is going to be the base area plus the lateral area. It's going to be 176 plus 190. That is 366 meters square. The total surface area. Okay. Yeah, so it's always good to for rectangular prism, base length times width times 2, width times height times 2, length times height times 2. So you can kind of use each one of them length, width twice.